with the number 1 sound.
You get to get ready for that Friday night. That's all that is allowed to be played on the boat.
Have you named the boat yet?
No name. I came up with, well, I saw one the other day that was probably not going to get approved by the wife, but it was funny. It was called the Liquor Box.
I like that one, but my vote goes for the one I came up with. Sea Thick.
I do like Sea Thick. The other one that was good that Evan mentioned today was Chum Guzzler. Now, the only problem is small children on the boat. Probably shouldn't do that. All hilarious future boat names. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I like Sea Thick with 2 C's. I made sure to put 2 C's on it.
You got to.
What about Hot Boy Summer?
I don't think the wife's going to go for that. It was a hot boy summer on the boat on Sunday. It was hot as fuck.
They looked it.
We did get to go watch the USS California leave, which was pretty fucking impressive. Only had one Coast Guard boat turn on me. Or police boat.
Getting a little close.
Well, so I got a few issues. The daughter does not love to go fast on the boat.
Yeah.
She doesn't love swells either.
I'm not a big fan of them myself.
But this boat rides like a fucking brick shithouse. She's a heavy bitch. She handles awesome. 23 miles an hour, 23 knots. That thing just fucking sends it. I mean, you might hit a little hard one every now and then, but you sit right on that back seat right next to the motor.
Yeah.
Go. 23. We ran. So Sunday night, we're coming back from dinner here in the harbor. We peeled out of York after maybe a couple rum punches and hang a little right, and then just fucking let her eat. We were doing 35 the whole way.
Back to Trape.
Flying. It laid right down. It was beautiful. Smooth sailing, fucking full send. Boat ran fucking awesome. It was a good day. Real good day.
When you texted me, what are you doing this afternoon? I was like, son of a bitch. I was trying to figure out a way to get Mandy in my truck, or get me to the boat launch and get Mandy in my truck to Exeter to spend time with my parents.
Yeah.
It's a long summer. I'll have plenty of opportunities.
Plenty of opportunities. Plenty of chances coming up. Get out Friday.
Yeah.
I can't. I thought about going out today, but just timing wise, and I don't know.
I almost walked in and said, fuck it, let's just go fishing.
I thought about it a couple times because it's hot as shit.
Yeah.
It is Satan's touch hole in here. It is fucking brutal. But
we're here for the fans.
We're here for the fans. We're here for the viewers.
Maybe we'll do a live on the boat.
We could do a live on the boat. We got to stay in kind of tight because, and I'm hoping, so tomorrow I think I'm going to try and get to Home Depot, pick up a few tools, and then punch in my new speakers and punch in my new cup holders. I got 2 cup holders installed on the boat right now.
Get the zero gravity one?
No, we don't need those.
All right.
We got electrical tape holding them onto the fucking holding post on the fucking center console. And then the other ones are going to go in the lean post where there's 4 rocket launchers there. And we're going to put them right there. So
what's the bait situation like? Is there bait around?
There is bait around. The boat also has a 55-gallon live well on board.
Oh, sweet.
Works very good.
I went fly fishing on Sunday morning for bass. Went into Warren's.
That's what you said. Little patty.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, we haven't had any fucking real rain.
Yeah.
And it's just been sunny, so everything's just been growing.
Yeah. So, couldn't really fish there unless you're in a boat or waited out. I didn't have sandals on or anything, so I wasn't gonna attempt to wade out.
Yeah.
And then we went to another place in North Berwick and fished for a little while, but didn't catch anything.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
I could care less. It's just a matter of getting out at this point for me.
We got more fucking pollock than we did mackerel the other day.
When I got stopped the other night by the fishing or marine patrol guy down at the town dock, he said harbor pollock are in Wicked right now.
They are fucking thick.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Real thick. So,
catch some big ones of those. We can eat them.
we had a couple that we could have eaten. There are definitely a couple that were candidates. But yeah, we took the boat Sunday. We took it all the way from Kittery. We went in and out of Kittery, I think, 4 fucking times. It was
In and out of Trait,
oh yeah,
picking people up and
picking, dropping, going around. So we put the boat in. The plan was to pick Leah up at Pepperell, so it was a shorter ride out for the kids. Apparently there was and I didn't get into it, I just let it go. Apparently there was an event, there was no parking at Pepperell. So then she ended up coming to Trape. So I had to run back in because I was already out waiting for her at Pepperell. I had to fly back over, get into Trape, which is not a slow ride, or not a fast ride in, especially when they've closed the upper side of the river because they're moving a fucking submarine out.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were trying to get out for that. So then picked her up, and then it was like, okay, we got to go. And we came out of back channel as the sub was coming by us pretty much. So we were trying to kind of play that game. And then we got down by Fishing Island and turned up, and I was like, man, we could fucking shoot inside the life-saving station here. There's enough water. I was like, we can fly up there and then we can get outside and we'll be good. And so I told everyone, fucking hang on, here we go. And was drastically reminded that we are not about to go as fast as I was about ready to go by the screaming by my child.
I can't say I'm not on her team, but you can also just tell me to shut up and deal with it.
Well, it wasn't that, she was just, I don't know. She couldn't really see what we were doing, and she was facing backwards, so I think she saw the big wave that we were leaving behind us, and it freaked her out a little bit. And she was we weren't in anything. We weren't getting rocked around at all. We were the ones making wakes. And that boat at 23 knots, that boat just fucking cruises. Will fucking plow through anything.
Yeah.
So spent the weekend kind of getting used to it, feeling it out. Saturday went out, fished, took Ian out fishing, took the kids to the beach. I just got to get the kids out on the boat and just all right, let's go. We're going to go cruise. We're going to go a little bit faster, a little bit slower. We need to break you in because guess what?
Cruising up the river may not be a bad idea with them either.
So that was the other thing is I want to run around, come into York, pick them up, and then just kind of cruise up York River, cruise back down, just get everyone on board. And she's fine in back channel. She was fine up Spruce Creek, walking around, doing everything. And it's just when we get going, she got freaked out last year in the duck boat when we were out at 2KR, and it was a little wavy, which understandable.
This boat, because the gunnels are obviously higher, it's going to be one for me. I think getting in and out of it will be easier because I can just sit down on the side.
Oh yeah,
and swing my legs over, and
much easier.
Yeah,
so the harbor master, talked to him a couple times. I've been in and out on. We went out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I saw them all weekend. They were out in full force. Yeah. Saturday was an absolute fucking shit show. Just absolute qualified captain. Worst fucking thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Boat ramp fails. Fucking guys peeling out on the boat ramp, like just.
Put it in 4-wheel drive, dude.
Oh no, it was not that. It was just he was getting frustrated with himself because he couldn't fucking figure out how to back up a fucking trailer. So then he had to fucking start slamming on the gas because that's going to make things better.
Yeah, it's always shitty when there's an audience, especially if you're a novice.
I fucking love it.
Love watching it.
I love watching it. I love an audience. So Saturday night, Saturday was kind of fucked up, right? So we go out. We ended up taking the kids out. Actually, I took my father and my wife out fishing. My mom came here, watched the girls. We all went out fishing, had a blast, just cruised around.
Yeah.
Flew out, tried to catch some bait, came inside, tried dead bait, like whatever. And really just had like a good time on the boat. And then we went in, dropped off my dad, picked up the girls, went to the beach, dropped the girls and everyone off at the beach. I picked up Ian. Ian and I went fishing. Came back, picked the girls all up, loaded out from the beach, dropped everything at the dock. And then I was like, look, I kind of want some time like on my own boat just to kind of figure shit out. It's like I've never driven this alone. Like I've had people on it fucking since day one. Because Friday night we took my parents out and my wife and kids out. So I went back out, had some mackerel, did some dead bait, just drifts. Really was just kind of like soaking in like the fact that I picked this boat up for what I picked it up for, and it's fucking awesome. Yeah. And it turns over and it runs fucking great. And so was having fun. And then I went to come in and I was like, I literally sat at Trape for, I don't know, my phone fucking died. I was there for so long. Like I was waiting for people to fucking come in. The harbor master was trying to help people in and out. There was a dead boat that someone just left on the dock because the boat won't start. So why not just load it on the fucking trailer you just put it in the water with and get the fuck out of my way? No, we're going to leave it there because we're conceited assholes.
Harbor master on Kittery's a good guy.
Which one?
John Brosnahan.
Which one's he?
The younger looking guy, black hair.
He was kind of short with me the other day.
He's always short, but he really is a good guy. He used to be a cop.
No, he's still a cop. It's very apparent. He's got that fucking attitude. Whereas opposed to the other guy, old man covered in fucking tattoos.
Yep.
Just fucking, he's the consummate, like, that's the harbor master I like. Where he's just like, I sat there and I was fucking yelling. I tied up to I just held on to the float, like, right off the dock, out a little ways. I was like, hey, like, can I turn this into a fucking tiki bar out here? I was like, this is bullshit. And he's like, I don't know what to tell you. It was good. Like, he was trying to help people and trying to expedite things, and he got the boat in front of me, and then he told me, he goes, hey, if you can get in, get out, you're next. Like, just come in, go straight up, get your truck, come straight down. I was like, dude, no problem. I was like, I don't care if it's a fucking new boat to me. I can fucking load anything. Yeah. And that's what I did. And, like, talk about coming down to an audience. There's fucking 6 boats waiting. There's 4 boats waiting to go in still as I'm trying to pull out. And I just fucking back her right down. Load the boat on, crank it on, fucking gone under 5 minutes. Like, done. Like, nice. See you later. New boat has rollers, though. Roller trailer. I don't like rollers.
How come?
They scare me.
Just with the boat moving when you're going down the road?
Boat moving, going down the road. Forget to hook up the safety chain when you pull out. Fucking thing lets go, boat slides right off because it will slide on that trailer. So I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the roller trailers, but it is what it is, and it's what we got to work with. So yep. But the guy that I bought the boat from, fucking awesome dude. He's from, I bought the boat in Wells. Like, I couldn't have fucking planned this any better.
How's the floor?
There's 2 soft spots. One right at the helm and one in front of the center console. But we've already got a plan for that winter project. Gonna pull the console out, redo the console how I want it done, put a brand new floor down, epoxy it, put it in, glass it, be done.
Perfect.
So that's the summer's plan. But I mean, other than like the two spot, like where you stand is basically where they put in two hatches that they did not do a good job of putting them in.
Yeah.
Is where the issues are.
What are the hatches for?
One is for, what's the forward one for? I don't remember what the forward hatch is for. And then the one at the helm is for the gas tank. I don't remember what the front one's for.
How big's the tank on that?
40 gallons.
Is she thirsty?
No.
No?
So Friday, we went out for a little cruise. We went out to Whaleback Light, came in, cruised up the river, had dinner on the river, just like kind of floating around, but still driving around. Came back down, plus what we did for a cruise on Wednesday night with the just going to look at the boat. I put in 2 gallons. Then all day Friday, or all day Saturday, being out, I put in another 2 gallons. That was it. And Sunday, I don't know how much fuel. I haven't filled it back up yet. But she sips. It's
perfect.
Motor runs great. Actually, we went to dinner at Dockside on Sunday night and parked right at the dock, paid the little dock kid fucking whatever, $10 or $15, whatever it was. And he's like, so how's this thing start? He's like, is it bad? He's like, I don't want to fuck it up on you. And he goes, I haven't had the greatest luck with these older motors. And I said, they turn the key and fucking she goes. And I mean, it's seriously, that thing fucking starts so nice.
Well, that's good. What does he like? Go out and put it on a float or something for you while you're at dinner?
No, in case he's got to move it around.
Gotcha.
We kind of parked in a real shit. I'm glad he moved it from where the fuck I had to. When I pulled in, I was like, well, I mean, good driving on my part right now because we've been out here for a while and maybe a couple frosty bevies.
Yeah.
But then there's a couple more bevies with dinner. So it's like he had it moved around right to the outside right when we got done. It was perfect. Fuck. It was good though. I mean, got in, took the boat out, then we flew home. Fuck, thing ran great.
Awesome.
So look forward to many, many more days. And then I actually ended up meeting up with the guy that I bought it from tonight. He texted me and goes, hey, I got the whole manual for that engine. Like
nice.
the proper manual. Like
Yeah.
you can't find those.
Yeah.
And they're very expensive if you do find one.
Yeah.
Like over $150. He's like, yeah, no, I got the manual. Like, you want it? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, I got a spare tire for the boat trailer and I got a spare key and I've got the latch for the latching pin for the trailer. And I was like, yeah, I just jammed something in there. Like, it's all good. He's like, no, you can have everything. He's like, oh, I got a couple other spare things and, you know, you can have all this stuff. I was like, man, I appreciate it. And then so like we sat and chatted. He's a good guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, first time I'd ever been checked, actually asked for my license by a warden or Marine Patrol. Fishing.
And so what's funny is he checked me last year, but he never asked me. Like, he never asked for my license or anything. I just came in and he's like, did you catch anything? I was like, no. He goes, all right, cool. And then we just shot the shit. And
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I've been fly fishing up there. And, or, you know, I was like, yeah, I caught some, but they were all fucking not keepers. So nothing.
He used to live in Elliott. What he told me.
Where's he live now?
I didn't ask him where he lived now, but he was like, you look familiar. I'm like, Elliott Small Engine. He goes, that's it. I've seen you in there before. Because I used to live up off of Frost Hill Road.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
What's with that part of town and fucking Marine Patrol officers?
Yeah, right? Because that's where the last one lived.
Mm-hmm.
And there used to be a game warden that lived up there, too.
Ain't good. But
there was 2 kids fishing down there with bait. Didn't have circle hooks on. So he nabbed him on that. He gave him a warning.
Oh, that's good.
He was a cool guy. But I handed him my license, and he's like, "Oh, you kill a turkey this year?" I laughed. I was like, "No, I went once, and then I started fishing." He goes, "That's good. Either way, at least you're outside." I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "If you want to catch stripers, if you want to catch a lot of stripers, they're hitting them really hard at the counting house in South Berwick, dam."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, the trouble though is every time I go there, it's shoulder to shoulder with people, and I don't want to fish with that many people." And he goes, "I get it. It is a popular spot." So, but he says it's closed to alewife fishing this weekend, so be careful if you go.
Yeah, it's alewives is like you can only keep them like Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah,
but you can use them as dead bait Thursday through Sunday. It's kind of fucked up,
but
like,
you can't catch them or something.
Right.
So, but like I know a bunch of. We used to go down there during high school, skip class and go down there and fish.
Nah, I mean allegedly.
Allegedly. We talked about my camping trip last week.
Yeah.
So bought a new fishing pole, new striper pole. That's about it, man. Been fucking hot.
This fucking heat is fucking
These past
stupid.
3 days have been brutal.
It's been absolutely
And it's only the first part of June.
and it's not the heat, it's the fucking humidities. Like we had the house last night, it was 35% humidity inside. It was 91% outside.
Like that just means it should
And the
be
temperature
raining.
was almost the exact same. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you walk outside and you're like, all right, well, I just want to go fucking drown myself right now.
Yeah. It's brutal. I don't know how people do it in Florida. I really don't. When my sister came up here Memorial Day weekend, she's like, "We thought it was going to be nice." I'm like, "No. It's
No.
New England."
It's stupid.
And then it's not even supposed to get out of the 60s on Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect.
I'm probably going to bring a sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, that's the proper way to fish at night in June. That's the thing is like we're not even to July yet. Like if it was fucking 90 and in July, all right, fine. You know, get our pennants and here we go.
Yeah.
Did it? It was fucking May and it was 90. And it's like,
What's up, Mushroom Maddie?
hi, Matt. But yeah, new boat is phenoms. Thing runs good, does everything we needed to do. Good. Sell it all out and just sit there and chill.
Any word on what was wrong with the old boat?
Just got the starter in today. So good thing we weren't waiting on that to fucking go fishing or anything.
All right.
See, that's why we buy new boats. And I got fiberglass work going on in the shop right now, so we're not going to mess that up. So, and I don't really give a fuck if that fucking boat runs until fucking October. So, no.
What are you fiberglass?
New console for the neighbor's rib. It's awesome. It came out really good. It was cool to watch the process. Helped learn to do the floor in the big boat this coming.
Yeah. Does he do fiberglass? Is he?
That's what he was doing, yeah. So use some weave, 3 layers of epoxy, figuring out all the tips, tricks, how you do things. Dude, it came out really good. Like I helped him with the last coat. And he's like, you know, it's just with the heat and everything I'm trying to do. He's like, we need to get it in and out. I said, dude, let's go. I'll fucking help you all I can. So helped him do some fiberglass work.
Nice.
So
So
you had something to talk about.
yes, and this is it.
I got a bunch of shit in my phone I got to get to.
Remember a bunch of years ago?
Bunch of years ago. Okay.
I think I've talked about this lady on the podcast before, but I had a sweatshirt on at the shop one fall that said Duck Hunter or Bow Hunter or
yeah.
something. She called me a murderer
Okay.
and said, "How would you feel if I wore my PETA shirt in here?" I'm like, I got no problem with it. It's
I mean, it'd be easier to tell that you're a douche, but yeah, go for it. Be easier for me to know that I don't want to talk to you.
At that point, I was at that time. I was like, "Do you realize the house you lived in displaced a bunch of the animals that you are, so for fighting for their rights?"
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, she came in
again.
Yep, she's been coming in recently. She hadn't for a long time, and then she's recently been coming back in. But she walks up to the counter with a bag of freeze-dried mealworms and sits them on the counter. And I didn't say shit. I just rung her up, and she left. And I looked at Mike, and he was like, "Let me guess. You're annoyed." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Because all I wanted to tell her was, do you realize that those mealworms were alive? And then they froze them to death?
Yeah.
They just killed them.
They just blatantly.
And now you're feeding birds, this food.
Less dependent on fucking finding their own.
Exactly. So they're not going to be able to forage for their own food. And if you stop feeding them, they'll starve to death.
Yeah, way to go.
And I'm like, and I know she's not, but if by some small chance she listens to Mainly Stupid, she could kindly fuck off and find some other podcast to listen to.
Wouldn't that be something?
Right?
I had to call out a family member the other day. Not family member. Let me retract that fucking statement very, very, very fucking quickly. Someone that is associated with a family member of mine who commented like, "Oh, you got to tell me more about these fucking flow dogs." Well, motherfucker, maybe next time you drive by, maybe fucking stop and hang out and say hi. If not, you can kindly go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. If you're going to come up and you're going to drive by my fucking house and then ask me about something else and not even fucking send a message that said, "Hey, driving by, do you have time?" If I don't have time, no problem. Hey, you reached out. Good on you. Fucking, we're all level.
If
it's like if I drive to Sanford, I'm gonna text you, be like, "Hey, what are you up to?"
Yeah,
I'm not driving to Sanford anytime soon, just to be clear. But if I was, be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
And it's not 4:00 in the morning. You're just driving through to go duck hunting,
right?
Although, I have a feeling you'd probably be like, "Hey, asshole, you should probably just get out of bed and come duck hunting." But that's besides the point. But even if they reached out and said, "Hey, I'd love to stop. I am driving through, but I just got to get to where I'm going."
Yeah, nope.
I'll catch you on the next
one. Got a notification. Got a message. "Hey, we're up in Bangor." Huh? Well, pretty sure you can't get to fucking Bangor from Michigan without going fucking by my house, you cocksucker. So fuck off. Now, not saying I want to see the people, but then don't come and tell me, "Oh, you got to tell me all about these fucking flow dogs." Fuck you. You don't deserve a fucking flow dog, you cocksucker. And that's that. This ought to go well.
Do they listen to this?
I probably hope so. I know one of the other associates does, who's out in Chirac.
Oh no, them! Didn't he come up here?
He's another one. Yeah, fuck him too. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. Wanted me to give him a fucking fly rod. Came fucking stopped by. "Oh, going with the girlfriend. We're gonna be late." Oh yeah, well, maybe don't leave fucking Massachusetts on a fucking Thursday before a fucking holiday weekend, you dumb shit. For fuck's sakes. Oh boy.
My mealworm story seems very minimal.
Yeah, right, sort of does.
And I'm fine with it.
All right, let's get back into. I gotta go find.
But they're kind of living in your head rent free right now.
No, they're not.
No, you don't. Not even a little bit.
They can fuck right off.
All the way off.
Okay. Do you wash your hats? Have you ever washed a hat?
Yes.
Okay. Do you make it a thing to wash hats?
No. Some certain hats that I really like that I know I can't get anymore, I've washed before to just get some of the grime off of them.
See, I'm in the mindset of like, so I've got hats like,
and I've regretted it.
Yeah, you regret washing a hat.
Yeah.
Like my wife just told me she put a hat of mine through the washer. I'll probably never wear that hat ever again now.
My wife just washed a bunch of mine not too long ago. Ask me how many I've worn.
0 of them.
0.
Well, and like that's the thing is like I will rock a hat and just destroy hats, like greasy, grimy, fitted perfect though. Like I mean,
Like an old friend,
oh
like somebody that would
It's
call
be-
you when they're driving through town.
yeah, it's better than a Carhartt jacket. Better than good broken in Carhartt
Yeah.
pants. It's just you put that hat on. Like I can go grab a hat right now and put it on my head, and it feels like high school.
Like
because I've had it since high school.
This one that I'm wearing now is just getting to the point of where like it's got the newness is worn off. It's got its like its shape. It's formed in my head. Like if somebody else put it on, they'd be like, this doesn't fit right. That's right, because it's fitted. It's
your
my hat.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the way it should be.
So I know exactly how you feel.
But there was someone the other day, they're like, "Oh yeah, I wash hats all the time," and I'm like, "You don't wash hats like you wash shirts. I'm sorry, you just don't do it. And if you're gonna do that, you need to have more hats because that's what I do. Is I've got work hats, I've got like fishing hats that I don't care if they get fucked up. I don't care if they end up in the ocean. They're coming back with me. Like I'll get them. They'll float because oil does float on top of water. And that's why they're covered in oil and grease and grossness because now they float and they repel the water. They just kind of hover like Jesus or Moses, whichever.
No, Jesus walked on water.
Jesus walked on water.
Moses
split it.
Split it.
But yeah, I don't wash. And so I'll go buy new hats. My problem is I don't really ever get rid of hats,
Same
which is
here.
my wife's problem because I've got hats that are just so blown out. Like the flex fit's gone, the elastic's gone. I should just get rid of them, but
It's
I'm
got
like,
like fingerprints underneath.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's just. I was watching this video on YouTube the other night of this group of guys that bought a short bus and they turned it into an RV, and they were traveling through Montana one summer fly fishing.
yeah,
And this guy gets in his drift boat and he's like, "I brought the secret weapon today, boys."
puts on a hat.
And he pulls out this old fly shop hat that was just fucking destroyed. And I'm like, I know the exact feeling he's going through right now. And he put that thing on and he's like, it's an old friend.
You literally put it on, and it's like you put on a brain fucking.
Yeah, it's like you put on
melter.
it's just
like
he was in
every
another
fish I've ever caught in this hat. I remember. I feel it coming through my veins. We are gonna go catch the biggest fucking fish we can.
Yep.
That's how I am. Like my Sims hat. I've got a Sims camo, like the Sims Digi camo.
Yeah.
It is fucking gross. But yeah, put that hat on, and I'm just like, yep, every trout I've ever caught in this hat. Here we go. There's flies stuck to it that you can't even tell what they are. They're basically hooks at this point.
My Columbia hat with the flag and the trees on it. That was the hat I was wearing when I shot my deer.
Yeah.
And it had blood on it from that deer. My wife washed it.
Oof.
And I'm like, that had blood on it from my deer. She goes, yeah, it's gross. I'm like, no.
That's
like,
that's memories.
yeah. Like I have a pair of Carhartt pants, pair of Carhartt pants I was wearing that day that got blood on them. And I washed them and there's still a faint stain, but I'll never get rid of those pants.
No.
Ever.
No.
Not ever will I get rid of those pants.
All right, so I did grab.
I actually just I donated 6 or 7. Listen to this. You may be surprised. 6 or 7 brand new, still tags on them flannels.
Really?
Because they
didn't fit the bill.
They didn't fit the bill. I went back to chamois shirts, like the solid color material.
No more buffalo plaids.
Yeah. Like I kept my buffalo plaid one. But there was some that it was time for them to go.
Okay, I got another thing for you to get irate about.
Oh boy, what do we got?
You ready? According to countryliving.com, people are putting blank on watermelon, and it's apparently not bad. Can you guess what they're putting on watermelon?
If it's ketchup,
Close. Real close. What's condiment number 2?
mustard?
Yeah.
They're putting mustard on watermelon?
Yeah, apparently mustard on watermelon is not bad. You both ready to try that? I
No.
got a fucking watermelon in the fucking
No.
fridge. You want to go try it?
No, absolutely not. What the fuck was wrong with watermelon? What was wrong with it?
Apparently a lot.
Other than the seeds.
Apparently they've engineered out. I have not had a watermelon with a black seed in it in fucking years.
How do they do it?
Oh, fucking GMOs, bud. This is why the crop dusting. This is why they fucking own us. You worried about a fucking Fauci ouchie? Nah. What about your watermelon?
Yeah.
No more black seeds in that shit.
You ain't spit a seed out 10 years, motherfucker. We got some bigger problems other than vaccines. But like, what the? I mean, could you imagine like being a kid
rolling up to a barbecue, get nice fucking ice cold watermelon
out of the pool,
and someone just sprays fucking mustard on it.
Like, they're like, "You want some mustard on? Get the fuck out of here!"
Nice, Matt. Sold out. Fucking good day for mushrooms.
Well, if you're looking for something new to sell, grab a watermelon.
Yeah, grab some watermelon and fucking mustard, apparently.
It's not a salted pretzel, you fucking assholes. It's a watermelon.
This is a shout out to the neighbor. They just spent a couple days down in the Jacksonvilles, and I asked them if this was them. Headline: Naked Florida woman completely trashed an Outbacks by smashing a zillion wine bottles and glasses.
I heard about this.
Yeah, just naked as Jaybird up on the fucking bar at a fucking Outback, just smashing, going ham. Florida.
Why was she mad?
I don't know. Florida does things to people. It's a whole different side of human.
A lot of meth.
A lot of meth, bath salts. Remember when they were fucking eating each other's faces? That was awesome.
They were literal zombies. It's fucking wild. That's why I like Maine so much.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I mean, we get the fucking crunchies and the fruities from fucking Portland that are like, oh, we're going to do this. And it's like, all right, well, go fuck yourself. I don't really give a fuck.
I was listening to the Meat Eater podcast the other day. And he brought up Maine. He brings up Maine a fair amount in those podcasts. But they were talking about how for the people who got their Fauci ouchie, you could get a fishing license.
Yeah.
So like the Department of Health purchased 5,000 fishing licenses. And he's like, what about the people that got their vaccine and we're going to get a fishing license anyways? What do they get?
Yeah. Well, that's my problem with rewarding something that everyone, should do. I mean, I'm not against the vaccine. Which is strange for me. I'm not. Well, yeah.
You're against staying where we are right now.
Yeah. Whatever I got to
getting a vaccine, and maybe people will say, "Well, you're a pushover, you're a sheep, you're whatever." But
guess what? You have nothing more to tell me I have to do at this point.
Yeah,
I have done what you said. So guess what, motherfucker? Like I heard fucking Fauci out there fucking saying, oh, we could do something like what's happening in Dutch or in India right now. We could get a 6th or 7th. Fuck you, motherfucker. I got your fucking vaccine. Eat a fucking dick. I'm going out and I'm fucking shopping with no fucking mask on and I'm running the fuck around. Guess what? You want me to put something on my face? Better be a fucking vagina, all right? Fuck you. I ain't fucking doing it anymore. So... we're fucking inoculated. I took your little fucking microchip. It heated up in the arm. We had to get some antibiotics, fucking tame that thing down. And here we are. So guess what?
The app. I'm good to go.
Yeah. I'm fucking inoculated. I'm ready to fucking go. And I don't give a fuck. I mean, at this point, any fucking news that I see about it, I just turn off. Fuck it. Don't need to hear it. I'm done. Fuck you.
I got rid of it on my homepage. I get rid of like the news app on like I used to open it up and come up to like MSN or whatever as a homepage. That's not there anymore. So if I want to find out news, I have to actively search for it. Like I have to want.
Also, that's the thing. Like I started looking at like WCSH and like we're trying to watch the news at night. Like
it's not a bad idea to be informed,
but
to a point. But if you're getting informed to a point where you're just getting mad,
yeah, fuck it. I don't need to hear it. Guess what? Is it affecting my day-to-day life if I don't see this? No.
And I'll tell you one thing. If the mask mandate was still in effect, I would have not been wearing one the past 3 days. Absolutely not. Not at work.
No.
Get the
fuck out of here.
It was oppressive.
Yeah. Guess what?
And when I start seeing all these like crunchy granola cities getting rid of the fucking mask shit, I'm like, all right.
Portsmouth held a special fucking town council and they said,
effective immediately.
Effective right now during this meeting. Fuck it. We're done. I mean, like we were talking.
Old Navy's already got them on sale, 10 for $1.
Yeah, probably never need them again. Why don't you fucking buy a
I
couple?
bet you'll need them in school next year.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nope. I think there's enough data out there to say fucking none of the kids fucking got it. So, all right. Second thing I got, or third thing, whatever. An Italian artist auctioned off an invisible sculpture for $18,300. It's made literally of nothing. It's a work that asks you to activate the power of the imagination, Salvatore Guerrero said of his sculpture. And then Joe Rogan commented, "This is the kind of shit why aliens will not come land yet." This motherfucker convinced some other dumb motherfucker to pay $18,000 for nothing.
That right there proves that as a society,
We are dumb as fuck.
we are fucked. How many times do you think we said fuck this episode? Over under 100? We gotta be over.
I might have went off on a work call today. I might have been counseled on later that, maybe the F-bomb. It's no longer the F-bomb. One of my coworkers said it's now the H-bomb for Hutchins.
All right.
Because I fucking lost it. I said, these motherfuckers. You want to hear my fucking opinion? All right, bub. Here's my opinion. I'm a passionate bastard when I get worked up.
I haven't noticed.
Especially if it's work related.
We've been friends a long time.
I get a little spun up every now and then. Hey!
Oh, neighbors.
Neighbors coming home from dinner, all boozed up. This came up. I don't think we talked about this, but this came up in your fucking neck of the woods. Santford Springvale, The Happening. Has any male between 18 and 25 received a piece of mail requiring them to fill out a registration form for the Selective Service System? My husband received one today. We didn't know this was a required thing.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah. Are you fucking retarded? Yeah. You turn 18. Guess what? Equality. Yeah. It's out the fucking window. Guess what? Because we got to fucking register. All right. Now this is, I think I posted this to our fucking Facebook or our Instagram. Whenever my GPS gives me an estimated time of arrival, it's a direct challenge to my humanity, and I must beat it to continue to exert my dominance over the machines.
Yes.
The day I lose to a fucking GPS is the day I buy a Tesla and let that bitch auto drive me. Although, being honest, I would love a Tesla to just drive me everywhere. I'm all for it.
I know. You said that in the past. I am not all for that. I am not for that at all. But
I'm not for it in the sense of like if I'm going to go out on the weekend and go for a cruise or something, go for a drive I want to do or something. But you imagine how nice it would be. It's literally your own personal Uber that you pay for. I mean, you buy the car.
But what are you going to do when that thing decides to take over and just like, nope, motherfucker, we're going here today.
Whatever. Fuck it. Here we go. New adventure. Content, buddy. But think about all the times you're going somewhere that you don't want to go. And you could
don't want to drive.
Yeah, because you don't want to drive, or if it's someplace the wife wants to drag you and it's like, oh, we want to go up here. It's like an hour and a half away. We got to go. Maybe like my in-laws or something. And it's like, all right, well, instead of texting and driving the whole way, like sometimes you could do back in the day, you could literally just get in your Tesla, punch in an address, and then literally your car could be designed like a living room. Like Chase Lounge, like chill out, like lay down, whatever, play on your phone.
Take a nap.
Yeah, take
Have
a
a
nap,
snack.
fall asleep, eat, drink, do whatever you want
How
to
would
do.
you do a drive-through?
Oh. Why do you need a drive-through?
What if you want to get a coffee?
I think you just,
Have them go there and you get out and go in.
yeah. I mean, you can still drive the cars. Like, you can still drive a Tesla. You just turn off autopilot and drive it yourself. But
I've never even sat in a Tesla.
it's weird. It is a very weird feeling. And then the last thing, I'll go back and find some more from them, but WTF facts. Having sex at least once per week can lower a man's risk of heart disease by 30%, stroke by 50%, and diabetes by 40%. It has also been shown that men with active sex lives are more likely to live past 80 years old. Well, I'm dying early. Just kidding. If my wife actually does listen to this.
So it can cause those things?
No. It reduces it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I should be dead by now.
I mean.
This will be the one podcast both our wives listen to.
Oh, what did they talk about tonight? We heard them laughing a lot. It's like, fuck. What else we got? What's trending right now? Anything good?
I don't know. See if I got any notes. I had my first telehealth experience today.
Yeah, what did you think?
Other than the fact that I still had to wait, I didn't mind it. You know? Because, I mean, one nice thing was my blood pressure would have been fucking high if I was in that office today, just because of the douchebags I got to deal with at work.
Yeah.
But I didn't miss that. Having to be like, are you a little stressed out today? Your blood pressure's a little high. Yep. But it was basically, this is what I'm having for a problem. This is what I've tried. And they're like, okay, well, here's what I think's wrong with you. I'll call these medications in. Easy peasy. Motherfucker,
like, okay,
I wish somebody could have told me this a month ago.
Yeah, I've been fucking dying out here trying to breathe. Nate Solder is now a Giant.
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that. The Bruins are fucking on the face of fucking elimination tonight. That's fun.
That.
Playing in fucking New York in the Coliseum. Potentially the last game in the Coliseum.
Did they lose game 5 too?
Oh, yeah. They got the shit kicked into them in the second period. And they came back in the third period, almost tied it, but they didn't. They just need their second and third lines to do something. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Baseball's dead. Don't care about baseball anymore. There's a bunch of people complaining. Apparently. So what I didn't realize is this whole pine tar and like sticky substance stuff that they've been doing for years apparently has been known by everybody. And like you see every now and then someone will get fucking pinched for it.
Yeah.
But like they're basically saying like the hitters and the pitchers were all like kind of under an agreement. Like, hey, we're going to let this all go because it gives them better control. Because they are throwing literally as fucking hard as a human can throw something. And so they're like, well, if we have like a little bit of the sticky shit on our hands, we have more control. Like, yes, it makes the pitches like a little bit gnarlier and they move more, but they don't move into your fucking face. So they're like, okay, cool. But now guys are batting like 210 and that they're not exactly liking it. So now apparently they're trying to re-crack down on this shit. Because apparently the substance they're using is like this engineered polymer that was...
Yeah, it's not pine tar anymore.
No, it's not pine tar and sunscreen like it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not this homemade bullshit. This is like fucking lab-made... I forget. It was like Spidey tack or Spider tack or something.
Legit shit.
It's
so
like,
know what they need to do.
So you know who developed it? Was the guys in the strongman competitions. It's the shit they would put on themselves when they're doing the Atlas Stone. So there's literally a video of a guy putting it on his palm of his hand, grabbing a fucking cinder block, and then picking his hand up, and it just sticks to his fucking hand. That's how sticky this shit is. And they're like, yeah. You know,
imagine, I mean, you picking up a cinder block with it stuck to your hand. Those pitchers are throwing the ball a fucking hot minute to get, because a baseball weighs what? I mean, half a pound, if that.
Yeah, not even
less
close.
than that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those guys are fucking I mean, they shouldn't be. We probably couldn't throw it off of our hand without it going.
Yeah.
You know, with that sticky shit.
But they say that's why, like, so apparently, like, I was listening to, it was on Pat's show today, Jeff Passan, who I love. His baseball analysis, like, I actually will listen to him.
Sounds like they need to get their hitters better.
Well,
so maybe the pitchers in practice should start throwing the ball a hot country mile at them with this sticky.
Well, they're
shit.
saying the spin. So they got the tracking stuff that they use for golf. So like you could see spin rate on a golf ball when you hit it. Well, that track pad or track something came into baseball, and so now they're watching spin rates. And in like the last 6 years, the spin rate of a fucking four-seam fastball has gone up like 700% because of the shit these guys have on their hands. They spin so much faster. And so apparently when you spin a baseball, instead of like it slowly dropping as it comes in, because the backward rotation on it, it's actually rising almost at this point because they're spinning them so fast. And they're like, hitters just don't know what to do.
Imagine if they had sidearm pitchers again.
Yeah.
Just fucking swing at that thing like that. Imagine that they would be hitting people in the face.
Yeah.
Because that's how those guys got fucking, is they are back spinning the ball like that.
Just letting it go. And I love watching the knuckleball.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I miss Tim Wakefield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good news from Rep Your Water.
Yeah?
Maine Brookie hats back in stock.
Back in stock, eh?
Yeah. I wish it wasn't a white mesh back, though.
The one I have is black. The main hat I have.
This is a newer one.
Oh. I don't love that one.
I actually kind of like the New Hampshire one better, to be honest.
I like my old Rep Your Water. I don't like my newer one. I don't wear it that much.
I love this hat. This is one of the nicest hats I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Just not necessarily but it's just comfortable.
I haven't been on their site in a fucking long ass time. Sun shirts and hoodies. Anything good?
Not really. I mean,
I like the Brown Trout Compass shirt. Rising Brown.
so these long, like I have one of these long sleeve fishing shirts like you wear.
Yeah, like I have on right now.
Yeah. On a hot day like today.
Yeah.
It's not like overwhelmingly hot.
They're fucking amazing. Like I wore one all day, all weekend. Like, I mean, you can't really see it anymore, but like I had a sunburn just on my hands from where the shirt wasn't. Or, you know, like that's how, like for the rest of the summer, that's how it'll be. You don't get burnt through it. Like I'm not hot wearing a long sleeve shirt right now. Like if I was wearing just cotton right now, I'd be sweating like tits off. But no, dude, they're fucking. It's where it's at. Like I hate to like be such a little fanboy of them, and I have so.
Dude, I've gotten into them, and they're fucking super comfortable. I love wearing the short sleeve ones at work.
The short sleeve ones are nice. They're not great for keeping the sun off you when you're on the water all day.
So I'm kind of bummed it's not going to be as sunny on Friday because I need a good base burn.
So that's what I did to myself on. What did I do? On Wednesday, when I went and bought the boat, we went out fishing all day. I got a nice little burn, nice little buzz, and went and bought a boat. I mean, no better right? Fucking Wednesday. Yeah, Rep Your Water. I mean, they do a lot of good fucking.
That's why I like them so much.
They do a lot of good conservation work. So let's see the New Hampshire hat. New Hampshire. Oh, a little live free or die.
Right.
I like the Brook Trout skin hat too. That's a cool hat. I'm not a big fan of patch hats. I don't know why. I just have never been like the square patch. Like that's what the live free or die one is. Like, I don't know.
It's fucking hot.
It is hot in here.
I'm sweating bullets.
We got nobody else commenting. We're an hour into this bitch. I picked up a gallon of whiskey today. Half gallon of Crown, half gallon of Jack.
When you get a chance, check out Wildfly Productions, The Short Bus Diaries.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's a guy on it that reminds me a lot of you.
Oh boy.
And then it sealed the deal when some of their friends met him at a campsite and they handed him a paper bag and he pulled it out and it was a fucking half gallon of Jack Daniels and he's like, "Oh my God, you shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did." I was like, "That's fucking Garrett."
Yeah, very much. This is the first.
That and just the sheer anger that he shows when he misses a fish or loses one.
Ooh, yeah. There's some good ones of those.
I was talking to a customer the other day. He owns independent boat haulers, and he's been all over the world fly fishing. He's a wicked cool guy to talk to about it. And I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "I'm not a an expert fly fisherman by any means. I'm more of the fact just like to go out and fish." Then I'm the same way, and I'm even more novice than you, obviously, than this guy, and. He was like, we went out, we were fishing, I forget where he said, it was out west somewhere. And the guy that they had the first day had to work his regular job the second day. And he was like, "I got to work, but my 18-year-old son will take you out instead. And I'll discount the rate or whatever." So they were kind of like, "Oh shit, fishing's not going to be as good." But they're like, we wanted him the rest of the time we were there because he was way better. That motherfucker could cast a whole fly line out and back. And I was like, that sounds like my buddy.
That's after going out and fishing, especially on my boat, it was weird. I don't know. I was kind of in a weird spot Saturday and Sunday. We were out fishing, but I really wasn't giving it my all. I was not zoned into fishing.
Yeah, you were trying to figure
out the new boat, play with it, make sure still new boat jitters, trying to pull into places, don't want to fucking be in super tight. My fucking Lund, I will fucking ram that thing into rocks. Whatever. It is what it is. And this thing, I'm like, I can't do that right now. This thing's fucking brand new. The hull's in fucking great shape.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
The deck needs a little bit of work, but it'll be that boat next year. Hopefully, is going to be fucking mint. I think.
Can you fly fish out of it?
Oh fuck yeah! The front deck is wide open. It's a huge open casting deck, and there's plenty of room, and it's a high railing too. So if you do get close to the edge, you got something to lean into.
Yeah.
It's a nice spot, and you can fly fish off the back too. The only thing I do is I put down the antenna for the radio.
Yeah.
Just because no need to fucking slap that thing with a fucking fly. I'm fucking ready to go out right now. I'd fucking go dunk that thing right now if you want to. I feel like it'd be a bad idea, but it'd be a really good idea too. I mean, just saying. Just say fuck this podcast and just fish for fucking every Wednesday night.
We could take a summer hiatus and do a fishing tour, and just podcast from the boat.
We could
live. Get a GoPro, set it up on the.
Just sit there and shoot the shit. You hear the boat conversation. I don't think anyone should hear our boat conversations. I take that back. We are not doing that.
If you just don't hear from us every Wednesday for the summer,
it's because we just gave up on the fucking.
Let's just say if the tides are right, we may not be recording.
That's
on
right.
Wednesday nights.
If the fish really heat up real good, it's gonna be real hard to be home.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That's what I said to my wife. I said, we got out on the boat on Friday night. It was awesome. We did dinner. We had a nice little night, no problems, just cruising around. And then Saturday we went out and we fished pretty hard in the morning, and then we had the kids in the afternoon, in the midday, took them to the beach on the boat, hopped off, sweat fucking water